Yeah, I mean, for me, I got to get a quarterback that runs this year. Contrary to you, I'm interested in Fields if he becomes the starter there. I'm interested in Caleb Williams. I'm interested in Jaden Daniels because they're runners. I can get them on the cheap. Probably could get them at the end of the draft. I don't want to overpay for my quarterback, but I got to get a guy that runs. One of the guys that I am down on this year is Hurts. And I'm down on him because I would assume they got Saquon Barkley to take on the goal line carries. I can't imagine them getting down to the goal line and them running the ball with Hurts. And what did you get Saquon Barkley for? So that's one of the guys I'm down on. As far as like who am I really high on and who I really want, I mean, if you get a top 5 pick, I mean, you want Tyreek Hill, you want CeeDee Lamb. I wouldn't worry too much about the holdout. Dallas will eventually pay him.
You're really taking CeeDee Lamb in the first round, top 5?
Oh yeah.
You're really doing that?
Oh yeah, he's really good. He's good. He's really good. I also like Jamar Chase. I'm not really worried about him holding out either. Running backs are tough because running backs get hurt. I'm okay with Love and I'm okay with Bijan Robinson. I'm okay with them, but I'm also okay waiting. I'm also okay waiting until the 3rd and 4th round to take a Mixon or to take a Cook.
Eckler. Eckler in Washington could be interesting.
Could be, but I like Brian Robinson later on in the draft in the 8th or 9th round because I just like him. I think he's a better running back. I think he's a better player. Eckler really shit the bed last year. He just played like dog shit.
Yeah, it's the Chargers, though. That's what they do.
I like Keenan Allen. I like Mike Evans. I know those are legacy guys, but Mike Evans has put up 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. Keenan Allen, I think, was the number 15 wide receiver last year. That's pretty decent for where he's getting drafted. Wow, the Braves beat the Phillies. I don't know how they did that. So those are the guys I like. And like I said, those are the people I'm trying to stay away from. And the sleeper, the worthy kid from Kansas City. It looks like he's going to be the deep ball guy. It looks like that's going to be pretty explosive. It's kind of a sleeper, but it's kind of not. I think Kyler Murray's going to have a sneaky good year. You could get him on the cheap in like the 6th or the 7th round. I really like Jordan Love. He's probably going to go undrafted. I think he's going to have a good year. The guy Chase Brown, running back on the Bengals, he's going to be backing up. Moss. Moss is going to get hurt. He gets hurt every year.
Yeah, I think goes without saying.
Chase Brown's a good one. So draft responsibly.
But absolutely draft responsibly.
Need some last-minute fantasy football advice? Then the boys at the Fade Route have you covered. Check out Red Light, Green Light 123 with D and Z every NFL Sunday, noon Eastern during the regular season. D and I give you our top 1, 2, 3 fantasy starts or green lights, and our top 1, 2, 3 fantasy sits or red lights. That's Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with D and Z every NFL Sunday, noon Eastern during the regular season. That's Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with D and Z.
College football is back this weekend. We're starting our run of football until 2025. Starts this weekend. No Saban this year. No Lincoln Riley. No Saban. Lincoln Riley has something to prove this year. Shandor Sanders is going for the Heisman. So what are you expecting from college football this year?
Well, Colorado's already a fucking joke. Like they're already they're putting their Instagram handles on their practice jerseys during camp. It's just a clown show.
That's a good idea. I like that.
It's already begun.
You're in mid-season form. You're already in mid-season form.
Dion, Coach Prime, you're already there, my friend. Mike Gundy's already all angry white man, and he's talking about all the NILs and such. Oh my god! Now they have a QR code on the back of the helmet. Like, Hold still, damn it! I'm taking a picture. Hold still. But the NIL
I don't know if it's
shit
real,
is-
but I saw like all the starters on the all the scholarship players on Utah's football team got new pickups. I don't know how true that is. I just saw it before we came on the show.
God damn. Like, the door has been kicked open, right? Like, this is the world we live in right now. And this is the insanity of it all. You had the death of the Pac-12 last year. You had the radical realignment. Like, how is this going to affect play? At the end of the day, I don't think it will. I think the SEC is still head and shoulders above everybody. I think there's still, you're just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. Everybody who's worth their salt plays in the SEC. Everybody else is playing for second place. Now, I'm interested to see how a team like USC handles coming east, going all over the place. I want to see that. I want to see how UCLA handles that. I want to see how Rutgers does going the other way. Like, I want to see how these things kind of, happen, because we're in uncharted territory. Talent-wise, I firmly expect the teams that we think of as power perennials to be there, right? I expect Clemson to be good. I expect Alabama to be good. I expect Georgia to be good. Michigan, I don't know what to expect now that Coach Harbaugh's gone. Yet the talent is there, but are they going to be able to sustain that? I don't know. We're going to find out. But at the end of the day, like, it's the SEC and it's everybody else, and that really hasn't changed. All that's really changed is what table you're sitting at.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's going to be the Heisman watch. I'm counting on Shandor Sanders to get it done. I also want to see Georgia. I want to see Georgia really stomp their way through the SEC, because Nick Saban's not at Alabama anymore, and I really just don't believe in any of the other teams in the SEC. And I want to see how Dabo Swinney does. We haven't heard from him in a while. And see if he can get Clemson back on the map, because honestly, it seems like their nil money is not as good as everybody else's nil money.
Well, no, it's not. And that's the thing. Like, Clemson doesn't have the deep football legacy that like an Alabama does. Well, not many other schools do, right? Alabama, Notre Dame, it's a small handful that have that deep of a legacy. A lot of Alabama. But you know what? Clemson, Dabo's got his own issues because he's been wrestling with the NIL. Like, he has been anti-NIL. Somebody better get to him and say, hey, dude, do you want to win or not? If you want to win, we're going to have to pay some of these guys.
Nikki Haley, Clemson alum. Brian Dawkins, Horace Grant. Wow. Dolph Lundgren. All right.
All right. Okay. We got something. Dolph Lundgren? I must break you. Like, wait a sec. What? I must break you. Ivan Drago went to Clemson, ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome. But, yeah, it's you can't be in this NIL Brave New World and then rally against it. Like, you can't cut off your nose to spite your face here, because at the end of the day, you're going to be out on your ass, and somebody else will embrace that change, and somebody will bring Clemson back. So Dabo, I'm interested to see, like, is he going to finally kind of get off his soapbox, get off his high horse, and participate? So that's an interesting one, because Saban, as much as he was, old man yelling at the cloud, he still did it. Like, he understood that that's how he was going to get his championship. That's how he was going to get good. He was going to have to buy players over the table this time. So now that it's even more dysregulated, that is when Saban decided to get the hell out. And I really think that DeBoer is in for a world of hurt in Alabama. They're talented enough to be good. Been cast a very large shadow. In college, in the pros, he's replaceable.